When I finally sat down to play Marvel Spider-Man 2, I was super excited to see what was next for Peter's amazing Spider-Man story from the 2018 game. I hit start and the graphics were great, the movement was satisfying, fast and responsive, and the Sandman fight at the very start was such a great introduction to the game. Little did I know that what I just experienced was the peak of the game. Marvel Spider-Man 2 was a huge disappointment for me and had so much missed potential. I'm inspired fool, let's talk about it. When the trailer for Marvel Spider-Man 2 came out, I was more hyped for it than any other game coming out in the past couple of years. The gameplay showing off Peter with the symbiote was amazing and everyone got hyped to play it. Along with it, the confirmation that Venom was the antagonist got everyone stoked to see what story Insomniac were coming up with. Venom is my favorite character from Marvel. I can even do the voice. We are Venom. Still hurts my throat each time I do it. When the game finally released, I got a PS5 that came bundled with it and opened the box to find the digital code for Spider-Man 2. This was the first sign of the future. PlayStation has been planning to remove physical media forever, haven't they? Something better happened to make PlayStation change their mind about going full digital for the PS6, because if not, we might as well take a letter off their slogan. Play has no limits? Yep, that's better. I came across a video talking about Spider-Man that perfectly captured what this game did in one image. The writing took a total nosedive, with the only good gameplay change being the traversal. My biggest complaint about Marvel Spider-Man 2 outside of the story is the rework of gadgets. Previously being a strategic system for stealth missions, to then being spam everything button when they're off cooldown. When it comes to the story, spoiler warning, this is the Venom we got. Yeah, why does Venom have wings? The story was a mess, I think we can all agree with that. In one of the missions, Peter is looking for Kraven, so he goes to one of his henchmen to ask for Kraven's whereabouts, and he points to the only building in the area directly in front of him. I wonder where Kraven could be. Apart from that, we have a Sandman warning Peter and Miles about the enemy Kraven, who I thought was a great villain in this game until he killed off like every villain from the first game off screen. Harry Osborn keeps talking about healing the world. If only there was more to his character when he became Venom. The rekindling friendship between Harry and Peter, Harry's naive but good-hearted goals for the Emily May Foundation, and his tragic struggle with his illness was compelling. However, after bonding with the symbiote to become Venom, the writing became rushed and lackluster. Venom's motives were reduced to a generic alien invasion, and the personal complex dynamic with Peter during the climax is lost. The best adaptations of Venom include a strong hate for Peter Parker, leaning more towards very deep and personal, unlike Spider-Man's other enemies. This is not even close to taking place in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Instead, they just simply fight. When it comes to Miles' side of the story, the confrontation he had with Mr. Negative was compelling at the start, was a really good idea to have in this game. To see Miles try to at first seek revenge on Mr. Negative, then finally coming to peace and forgiving him. It was a very great tie-in to this game, but I feel like that was the only thing that happened with Miles in this game. It's supposed to be a Spider-Man and Miles Morales story now, and it definitely prioritized Peter. It would be okay if the writing was just better.
Pete, come on, this is nothing. Remember in 5th grade when you... No!
Miles pretty much just got sidelined just for us to follow a story that had really bad writing in it. It was really disappointing. I really wanted to love this game because it did have some fun moments in it. Not everything was bad about this game. It was just The best way to say about this game walking away from it, it just wasn't that motivating. It wasn't that powerful. It didn't have anywhere close to the same highs as Spider-Man 1, and even Miles Morales was a better experience than playing Spider-Man 2. There was a lot I was looking forward to playing this game, especially because we have Venom and Kraven in it. Incredible characters to have in a Spider-Man game. I actually thought Kraven was a way better developed character than Venom, especially because Kraven accomplished what he set out to do in this story. Kraven completes his character arc. He accomplished what he set out to do. And when Venom took over for the final antagonist, it was just an alien invasion. imagine they took Harry's words saying heal the world and was like, all right, we'll heal the world, and then just immediately everyone's a symbiote. Like, that's a really stupid way to end the game. And then Miles shows up trying to do a sponsor. Like, I don't get where this final act went. But it's not even just the final act. This whole game, what it was going out and setting out to do, it was not well put together. The whole game was clearly rushed, and the writing just took a total nosedive. The coolest stuff in this game is fighting Sandman, fighting Kraven, and being Venom, and also working with Mr. Negative. Those I thought were the best moments of the game, and some of those moments were better than others. After that, when it comes to side content in this game, it was mostly collectibles again, which is okay. This game is meant for playing for the story, but if the story isn't remarkable or isn't engaging to go through, then I don't really care to replay it. I loved Spider-Man PS4. That is the best Spider-Man game of all time. Why did we have to go from that to then having the best characters that they could possibly add to make the next game even better with Venom and Kraven, and then completely ruin it by having a terrible story? The only well-written character in this game is Kraven, and he stupidly killed off a bunch of villains from the first game off screen. That is insane stuff to have off screen. They only showed one of the villains getting taken out by Kraven. The rest of them, nah, you just play an MJ mission and you find out for that. So like, I don't get it. I don't get that at all. That was really weird to just have off screen. And when it came to the final battle with Venom, instead of having an amazing, oh my god, it would have been amazing. There's this part in the final act where Peter goes off to swing after Venom, and then instead of playing that where you're literally swinging and chasing Venom like it's shown in the advertising material for there's like a model you can get for like a collector's edition, it's literally like that. There's so much promotional art. Even the marketing for one of the trailers was like Peter and Miles working together to fight Venom on the ground, like going for the streets and fighting Venom, swing after him. Oh my god, it would have been amazing. It was promoted to that. And then you play as MJ and you enter a cave and you fight symbiotes. What? Why did we not play as Spider-Man going after Venom? Why was that not a thing? Huge letdown. That wasn't even like a thing they were trying to hide. They literally show it happening. You don't get to play it. You don't get to do it yourself. Like, that's crazy. That is insane. Anyway, Spider-Man 2 had so much potential to be beyond incredible. It is really unfortunate that what we got was rushed and poorly written with reworked gameplay that was a downgrade from the one we got back in 2018. The Miles Morales game made great improvements. I don't see why Insomniac decided to make the next game with a different mindset. Games can either have sequels that refine, reiterate, or rework off the original, and for Spider-Man 2, Insomniac chose to rework it when they needed to choose refine. All the footage you've seen in this video was recorded while I replayed through many Spider-Man 2 missions and then edited together after several hours, including copying files over to my computer. So if you appreciate the effort, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 4,000 before the end of the year. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you're on mobile, hit the hype button to help it get pushed out further. I like talking about games, and if you do too, subscribe and set notifications to all so you don't miss out on the next upload. Also, I thought the PS5 was supposed to upgrade the graphics, not degrade them.